Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Volley Rally. Today, joined by Liza. Again, we have an awesome new report that she wants to walk you through. So, Liza, what do you got?
Yeah, a new report, the ROI report. So this one was kind of mocked up by our team based on feedback and kind of requests from our stores. It's a unique report in that this one isn't just focused on activities that happen inside of Volley. It's a little bit of a broader view where you can see all of the transactions kind of year over year across the store or across your group if you're part of a group. And then you can see the influence that the BDC has on those transactions at the store or at the group level. So really cool. You can kind of see what impact your BDC is having. I'll share my screen. It's called the ROI report. I don't know if I already said that. But here's a sample, kind of some sample data that we have in here just to give you an idea of what it looks like. So this first block, like I said, this is not necessarily tied just to the BDC. You'll get a snapshot based on, the transactions that we get from your DMS data, the total sale and the total RO gross profit for the store. And then beneath each of those sections, you have those transactions that were touched by the BDC or that were influenced by the BDC. So all of these transactions, all of this, the dollar amount here are customers who the BDC attempted to contact or who they reached out to. Could be via email, text, or a phone call. So you can see, that level of influence. You can sort this one by store. If you'd like to view a specific store, it's at the month level. So I'll show you what that looks like further down. You get a year by year comparison. So we'll get into that. On the right-hand side, you do get kind of a view of some of those activities within the BDC. So straightforward inbound calls, outbound calls where there was contact with the customer, total appointments. So again, this is based on the DMS data. And then a breakdown of all of those appointments, which ones were created by the BDC. And then how those that were created within the BDC, what method of communication did those appointments come from? So you can start to kind of draw conclusions, right? Where do I set the most appointments? Do I set the most appointments via inbound phone calls, probably? Or is it, do I get a lot of appointments via text? So a little breakdown there. And then your scheduled appointments. And this is across the DMS. So this is every single appointment that winds up in the DMS. Do we see a transaction? My little plug that I always give, talk to your Volley account manager. There are some windows that we can either narrow or widen specifically regarding shown appointments. We can be a little bit more generous with taking credit for a transaction, matching a transaction back to an appointment in order to mark that appointment as shown. Or we can really get narrow and we can say, in order for that transaction to count for this appointment, it has to meet set criteria. So work with your Volley account manager on getting that metric set up the way that you want it. That lives there. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. We've got 4 blocks that I think I can all fit on my screen. The top 2 that I have here are your year over year comparisons. So this May compared with last May. My left-hand block are my sales transactions, kind of same metrics that we saw in the chart above. But now I can see, did those metrics get better or worse this year compared with last year? And then same thing on the service side. Bottom left hand, I'll call this a pie chart. I don't know if it's a circle chart. This one's cool. So it's looking at all of the communications that came out of your BDC this May. I'm looking at May 2024. So all of the communications that came out of my BDC in May, which of those communications were with a customer who wound up transacting. So I had 22,000 service calls where the customer wound up coming in. They came in for a service appointment. I had 8,800 emails that went out to customers who wound up transacting in service. So again, this is kind of a way for you to see which are my most impactful methods of communication. Seems like a lot of the people that come in, I have called. A lot of people that come in, I have emailed. So that's that circle chart, pie chart. Bottom right, another kind of year over year comparison. You can see the BDC impact in kind of the same level or as part of the same bar that adds up the entire profit for the store. And you'll have last year compared with this year. There are two chart kind of breakdowns beneath this. I copied these into a Word doc because I wanted to hide the store names here. But you'll get a revenue breakdown. So this is for people who want more specifics, more data is better kind of thing. You'll get a chart. You can copy paste this. It copy paste easily as a table. So kind of the breakdown of different variables there for both sales and service, revenue breakdown. And then similarly, you'll get a BDC and then appointment statistics breakdown. So this is going to be more of those activities. Calls, text messages, appointments created, appointments, whether or not they showed, that sort of thing. So if you are you can be any type of person. You can be I like it in a table type person. You can be I like a circle chart kind of person. This report has a few different ways for you to view kind of the impact of your BDC on the overall store's performance and how much credit the BDC should get for the transactions that happen at your store.
Awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. One of the things, the main thing we were trying to solve for is, like you said, how can we help you know the impact that your BDC is having on the rest of the store, because a lot of folks have a hard time quantifying that. So this is awesome. Liza, anything else?
Not for now. So more to come, as always, kind of thing. But if you do have questions on this specific report, our team has put together a definitions doc. So we'll get that out to everyone. But if you need any help, I guess, interpreting what you're looking at, just reach out. We're happy to help.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Liza. Let us know if you have any questions. Reach out to your Volley rep if you want more help with this or anything else. And have a fantastic day.